I remember coming up as a kid, they would say African booty scratcher.
I remember that.
Like,
but I would hear that mostly from black people.
Yes! Black people here who think blacks in Africa sitting around scratching the booty.
Yeah, they would call them African booty scratchers.
Or they call them mistaken Haitian.
Yeah.
Now, although Haiti, of course, beat the French, beat the English, beat the Spaniards, right, in order to gain independence, but they're demeaned and demonized.
So, but where do we get this disdain for pure black countries or continents? African booty scratchers, stinking Haitian, crazy Jamaican. They said every place that is primarily a majority black, black people look down upon these places.
Because again, progress is noted by how close you become to them. That's it. I mean, the more you identify with your strength, the more they get weak. The more you identify with their strength, the more you identify with your strength, the weaker they become. The more you identify with their strength, the stronger they become. So, and you see it right there, right? If I'm watching this, I don't watch soccer. I don't like soccer. If I watch a soccer game, I see Jamaica playing U.S., who I'm going for? I'm going for Jamaica.
Yeah.
You know, like they had the French soccer team. Everybody from the French soccer team was black.
Yeah, you know they throw banana peels on the field at these dudes, and they still play for these countries.
And like,
They call them gorillas and whatever language they speak.
You saw that video on YouTube where this black man climbed up like 4 or 5 stories to save the white baby.
Yeah.
I'm like, and they were like, wow, that's so great. I'm like, hold up, you risking your life for some random white baby?
I mean,
and then he got citizenship and became a fireman. You know what that is?
What?
Meritorious manumission. Hey, if you enslaved African, I'm gonna give you the privileges of being a white citizen.
Well, I look at it like this though: to save a life is to save a life, no matter the color. But he did climb that damn.
Like I've never, like yo,
like
right?
King Kong.
And like, it's funny though.
Like King Kong, but I mean, he saved someone's life. I think that's admirable.
I mean, listen, and you had the white person holding him. Come pull up. The white person had that baby for I don't know how many minutes. Just holding him. Come pull him up. No upper body strength. Well, this guy is on the damn ground, climbing up floors, and then put the baby with one hand after climbing them floors up.
Cause I had a dilemma like that. 2017, where I had to save someone's life. They were getting attacked by a homeless man with a brick, and I stopped the altercation from going on. And
I mean, listen, it's you know, you have morality, you have reality, you know, and you have, you know, no event is without political or cultural significance. Everything means something. Okay, so of course you will have the humanistic perspective. All right, you know what? That's life, you know. And innocent baby's life is not one which should be just dismissed and thrown away and discarded, right? But you still have to look at it politically. Like, this man did everything he could to save this white child. And how many times have you seen that?
But what if it was a black kid? Do you think he would have did the same?
Don't know.
Because now you're making it sound to me like this movie I love by Denzel Washington, Man on Fire, where he tells the Mexican drug lord, don't kill that white girl, kill me. And he switched the life for a life.
You know what? I broke the movie down for you yet?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Now, Man on Fire, Denzel Washington, when you look at the cover tells most of the story, right? He has on in the cover of the movie, of the film, of the poster, he has on the suit he has when he first meets the parents, right? He meets the woman, the mother. She's white. Mark Anthony is a husband, right? She has on a black and white polka dot dress. Mark Anthony has on a black and white suit. Dakota Fanning has on a black and white dress. Denzel has on a gray suit, which is black and white. When they go in the house, right? They have the girl, Dakota Fanning. What instrument does she play? Plays the piano, right? And in the back of the house, they have a big old animal stuffed. What is it? A zebra. And when he goes in his room, Denzel goes in his room. On the floor, it's checked with black and white. So the overtones of that movie are black and white. You know, because the girl who he's trying to save is black and white. Because the mother's white, the father's black.
Mark Anthony, Puerto Rico.
Yeah, right. So he gets killed. I mean, he gets shot, and he goes into the water, right, to basically, you know, replenish himself, right, to cleanse himself. And he tried to commit suicide, but the bullet didn't go through. The bullet didn't come out, right. And after the daughter got kidnapped, he could have left, but he came back. It's like the bird that was in his cage. The bird flew away, but came back, right. And he did everything to save this little white girl, right? Man on fire, because again, he was going through his own personal hell. And he ended up, and his name was what? John Claney, JC.
Creasy, because she called him Creasy.
John Creasy.
JC.
Right? And
wait, JC, are you thinking, are you talking about what I'm thinking?
He
like
was
Jason Cross?
Yeah.
Like Jason Cross,
Jason
stopped a man with a brick,
Mm-hmm.
which would be the equivalent of a stone
Mm-hmm.
back in medieval times.
Mm-hmm. So there it is. So you have this movie again, which is based off of the overlap, the play between black and white, and this black man doing everything he can to save this little white girl.
John Creasy, Creasy, and then think about John Coffey.
Mm-hmm. John Crawford, you have that.
Green Mile, yeah.
You hit the same thing also. Say the white girl and Equalizer.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So, but you have this trope of black people giving their lives to save white people, and that instance of the man climbing up the building. It's just another example of that. Another example of it. We do whatever we take to save the hell. I remember, what was this years ago? There was a white man who had like a Nazi shirt on, a Confederate flag shirt on, whatever. He went to a black neighborhood, was getting jumped, and a black girl got on top of him and saved him. You remember that? It's like they were kicking that white boy behind. He came saying the N-word and whatever, and black started beating his behind, and she went and got on top of him and saved him. Like what? Like that's somebody who needed to get their behind kicked. But you want to put yourself in harm's way for the black to save the white person?
There's a story about a slave revolt like that, where the slaves revolted and they sliced everyone's neck, and then one of the overseers they didn't kill. They cut his neck, but they didn't kill him. And one of the black slave women nursed him back and patched him up, nursed him back to health. Then he got a posse and came back and killed them all.
Like, yo. Another instance, I think it was it Thomas Jeffersons' wife? Don't quote me on it. I think it was his wife, or one of the ex-presidents. You know, when the president died, maybe George Washington, that he died. You know, some of them he willed the enslaved Africans to be free. They came back to still take care of the wife. I mean, you know, it's like the Pavlovian monkey. You know, you have, and Alvin Pavlov has something called operant conditioning.
Mm-hmm.
No, excuse me, classical conditioning. Excuse me, operant conditioning was B.F. Skinner. He had a monkey, and he was in a cage. The monkey jumped up, hit his head in the cage. So the monkey still kept jumping, but jumped only high enough so that his head wouldn't hit the cage. The cage top was taken off. The monkey still jumped only as high as the top of the cage was. You know, it's conditioned. You know, we're conditioned to act against a better interest and save them.
Now you have me questioning myself. Was I conditioned to save that guy, or
Yes.
was I doing a heroic thing and saving a fellow human's life?
Again, you have the blatant and latent, the overt and covert. Overtly, yeah, like, you know, you save anybody, right? But behind that, you know, what is the prevailing theme of actions like that? How often do you see white folk giving their life to save black people?
John Brown.
He's that one. But guess what? If white people act like that, you would have a problem with race.
Shawarma, Goodman, and Cheney.
Okay, so you have Truman, Goodman, and Cheney. Okay, that's a situation where 2 white Jews and a black person were killed. Okay, what year that happened?
Couldn't give you.
See?
Yeah.
What was it recently?
No. Yeah, I guess it's 60 something, but I can't.
Okay.
I can't.
So a point is that you have exceptions that prove the rule.
Mm-hmm.
If those were the common actions of whites, you wouldn't have a problem with white people and black people. But because there are exceptions, those are exceptional. Again, I give the analogy or the example of watching this clip online, and it said on the bottom of it, you would be surprised at the ending. There's white folks on safari, and they're watching a lion chase a gazelle all around for about a good minute or two. At the end of the video, you see the lioness cuddling the gazelle, licking it. So, because of that action, do mother gazelles tell baby gazelles no longer run from lions? Or was that an exception that proves the rule? That's why it was a video about it. Because lions kill gazelles all the time. All the time.
Mm-hmm.
But video of that is just being gruesome. It's like, okay, you already know what's going to happen. Like you're being morbid. You just want to see something get wrapped up, right? So you don't post those videos.
Right.
But you post them when you see something that's an exception to the rule. Because the lioness, is a natural hunter, the natural killer, natural predator to the gazelles. So when that lion does not act naturally, it's noteworthy. So when you see a situation where John Brown, a white man, happened 160 years ago. We still talk about it. 160 years ago. Acted unlike a white person. Because again, to be white means to be racist. We've established that. He took his kids to help save black people.
Both his sons.
Mm-hmm. Everybody else got killed. He knew it. But he felt so strongly about it, he divorced his first wife because she didn't believe that black folks should be treated, should be enslaved. Again, he's exceptional. He's the exception that proves the rule. They ain't the million John Browns. There's one. They ain't the million videos of lions licking gazelles. There's only one. So, because it's like playing lotto. You don't want to play lotto? Because you saw somebody win the $100 million Powerball, are you going to now empty your life savings and put them on Powerball tickets? Everybody would say that's stupid. So, understand there's a history of interaction between us and them. And the history is that of them mistreating us to a great degree for centuries. You may even say millennia, right? I won't go that far, but I see how somebody may still go that far, And you have to understand what it is to be European, what European culture is, and how European culture, American culture is anti-African. So if you embrace that, you're embracing something which is anti-you. And you're basically committing suicide, cultural suicide. But you're doing it slowly, right? It's like you're not putting a gun in your head and pulling the trigger. It's like eating the ham hocks and the chitlins, you eat for 20, 30, 40 years and all of a sudden you get cancer. And you say, oh, good Lord, what happened to me? Or you drink it 30, 40, 50 years, now your liver is a wrap. Oh, what happened to me? What happened, my God forsaken me? You drink like a fish for the past 30, 40 years. Now your liver cocked out, and that's all on you. But that's legal, that's okay, right? See, we want to prolong our pain, prolong our mistreatment, and prolong our oppression. And that's okay. To do it instantaneously and end it all, no, because what's the fun in that? What's the profit in that? That's why they give you medicine to keep you sick. because it's not curing you. It's only keeping down the symptoms. It's like if you drive a car, and the oil light comes on. Before changing the oil, you get you a piece of tape and put it over the oil light signal, and keep driving. That's what they want you to do. They want you to follow somebody like Martin King, who was a great mobilizer, and not follow Malcolm, who was a great organizer.